Every single year, on April 22nd, over 1 billion people across the planet stop what they are doing and think about one thing: the Earth. But most people celebrating Earth Day today have no idea how it started, who started it, or how close we came to a world where it never existed at all. It began with a disaster. January 28th, 1969. Off the coast of Santa Barbara, California, an oil well drilled by Union Oil blew out. Over 3 million gallons of crude oil poured into the Pacific Ocean. It spread across the water for miles, coating beaches in thick black tar, killing more than 10,000 seabirds, dolphins, seals, and sea lions. It was the largest oil spill in American history at that time, and it was completely legal. There were no laws to stop it, no regulations to punish the company, no government agency responsible for protecting the environment. Factories could pour toxic smoke into the skies and dump poison into rivers, and nobody could take them to court. The environment had no protection because nobody in Washington had made it a priority. One man saw the oil spill and could not let it go. His name was Gaylord Nelson, a United States Senator from Wisconsin. He had spent years trying to get his colleagues in Washington to care about the environment, and for years they had ignored him. But on a flight back from touring the destruction in Santa Barbara, Nelson read a magazine article about anti-war teach-ins happening on college campuses across America events, where students and teachers gathered to have honest, passionate conversations about Vietnam. And in that moment, the idea came to him. What if he did the same thing but for the planet? In September 1969, Nelson announced his plan. He called for a single national day when every school, every college, every community in America would stop and talk about the environment. He chose April 22nd, 1970, a Wednesday, carefully selected to fall between spring break and final exams, so students would actually be on campus. A young activist named Dennis Hayes was brought on to coordinate the effort. The name Earth Day was born. What happened next went beyond anything Nelson had imagined. On April 22nd, 1970, 20 million Americans poured into the streets, not in one city, everywhere. 2,000 college campuses, 10,000 schools, hundreds of communities from coast to coast, young people, teachers, families, workers, all united by a single demand that the planet they lived on deserved to be protected. It was the largest civic demonstration in American history. And it worked. By the end of that year, the United States government had created the Environmental Protection Agency. Within the next few years, the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, and the Endangered Species Act were all signed into law, laws that didn't exist before Earth Day. Laws that exist today because 20 million people stood up on one Wednesday in April and refused to be ignored. Today, Earth Day is observed in more than 190 countries,